Good evening. It's 8 p.m. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for Sci Fridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, bringing you the best in sci-fi from years gone by. And as always, Sci Fridays is brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book collectible video game, magic, toy, video role-playing store located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pickle, Ohio, 45356. And brought to you by Pickwa Comic Con, the best and only Comic Con in Pickwa. That's right. 10 years of Pickwa Comic Con. Go to pickwacomiccon.com for more information. So, I put this episode together this week. And this is the last episode for not one, but two shows. Two shows. So, it's going to be a sad night. And next week will be sad because then I got to find something to replace these two shows. And I'm working on other stuff. So, maybe I'll bring you this, and maybe I'll bring you a movie. I got a really good movie that I like, and it's sitting right over there. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, maybe that one. And then YouTube will go, no, not that one. And I'll be like, oh, man, dang. Because YouTube's really good at that. They're really good at going, no, you can't play that. And I'm like, but it's already on YouTube. And, yeah, it is what it is. I'll just go ahead and put it over on Patreon. You all can watch it over there. So. But we're starting this week off with some Blue Thunder. My kid asked me the other day, he goes, Blue Thunder. Is that like an energy drink? And I went, that's maybe not an energy drink, but that definitely sounds like something you'd buy at Kroger's. Like you go, yeah, I need some, because you got Mountain Thunder. And I think, where's that? Yeah. But you go in there and you go in the back and you're like, I need Blue Thunder. There it is. Blah, blah, blah. And it's a cheap knockoff of something else. You drink some Blue Thunder. It's like a Faygo flavor. You get the Blue Thunder Faygo flavor. It's big up in Detroit for those who don't know. But you know the funny part about it is I was just in that area the other day and stopped at a local Kroger and like little to no Faygo. And you're like, oh, that's got to be huge up there, right? And I'm like, no, it's not. It's probably about the same up there as it is down here. It's just made there. But, yeah. I have not drinking a Faygo in at least 20 years. At least 20 years. But it's probably been at least a decade since I've had maybe a Mountain Dew. This comes from a guy who drinks like 2 gallons of iced tea a day. And probably at least an energy drink. But no sugar. None of it. Sugar-free. All of it. Yeah, like 0 calories. Because, man, you don't get fit like that. I want to be that guy. But here you guys go. This is Blue Thunder, and this is episode 6. Enjoy.
Canadian Air Force has a long and glorious history dating back to those bitter World War I dogfights where the Canadian ace, Billy Bishop, took on the Red Baron von Richthofen in the skies over France. We salute our good neighbors to the north, and we're delighted they could be here to perform for us today.
What a bird, son.
Best there is. Amazing machine, sir.
I'd re-up right now if I had a chance to fly a bird like this. You're a lucky fella. Don't forget it.
I won't, sir. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Snowbirds, the world-famous Canadian precision flying team.
Man, that's some flying, huh, Frank?
Don't come better than those guys.
And how about that, folks? Let's let the Snowbirds know we enjoyed the show, huh? We remind you of our display of unique aircraft featuring the famed Blue Thunder helicopter. Now, all the aircraft are located adjacent hangar number 2.
Do you know what that plane's doing here?
It's not on my schedule.
That Cessna you see overhead, ladies and gentlemen, is not part of our regular schedule. So we'd like to invite you at this time to visit our antique aircraft display. Well, it looks like an unannounced skydiver.
Who is that guy?
I don't know. Nobody filed any jump permits with me.
Whoever he is, he better open his chute soon.
Oh, man. Come on, fella.
Get the emergency equipment ready and clear the area.
Come on, fella. Open it.
That sure looks like fun.
Huh.
What is that supposed to mean?
You jumping out of an airplane?
What's so funny about that?
Man, it would take a parachute the size of a circus tent to get you down in one piece.
I'm Gretchen Terrell. This must be Blue Thunder.
Yes, it is. I'm Frank Ching, pilot.
Heard all about this incredible helicopter.
Oh, yes. Federal agents Gutowski, Kelsey, ground support group.
Hi. Heard all about you two guys also, long before there was a Blue Thunder. You guys must be the greatest football players ever.
Well, thank you, ma'am. We sure did enjoy your parachute jumping.
Yeah, that was unreal.
Hey, you should try it sometime. You'd love it.
Oh, baby?
He gets a little weird with heights.
Hey, I'm not. I'd enjoy it.
Well, Mr. Cheney, I'm a qualified instructor. I'll give you guys lessons if you'll give me a ride in Blue Thunder.
There you are. You're in very serious trouble, young lady. You didn't file a jump permit for that little stunt.
But of course I did. Why have it with me right now?
didn't file it with our office.
Oh, no. There must be some foul up in the paperwork. Look, why don't we sit down and talk about this? I'm sure we can work it out.
Well, you say you have it with you.
Don't go away. I'll be back for that ride.
Wow. She is gorgeous.
Gutsy, too.
What do you think, Frank?
I think you boys are gonna take skydiving lessons.
Do what?
Say what?
Boys, I've been to jump school when I was in the Rangers, and it's an opportunity you shouldn't miss. It's a kick in the head. And just to give you guys the chance, I'm willing to take Miss Terrell for a ride in Blue Thunder.
Skydiving?
Man, you wouldn't jump out of an airplane.
I'd do it before you would.
It's a crock. I'd do it in a minute.
Oh, you would you?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
I got $50 says I'll jump out of a plane before you do.
You on.
Look at all this. Whisper mode, sensor section, turbo thrust. It all sounds faintly naughty.
It does, doesn't it?
Do you carry any guns?
Big one. Vulcan cannon. Take a look.
Very impressive.
I certainly hope so. Fires 6,000 rounds a minute.
That should get the job done. Well, what about this night vision? Can you really see at night?
Like owls. See that hanger on the monitor?
Yes. Wow, seeing in the dark. That opens up all kinds of interesting possibilities, don't you think so?
Always ready for opening up interesting possibilities.
Did you learn anything?
I learned that it's one very tough helicopter.
Well, we got some problems then.
No, not at all. I have it all figured out. I know exactly what we can do.
Look at those pants. Must have taken a whole herd of cows to get all that leather.
I like them.
I like them too. Real nice.
Put him down, Bubba. Morning, gentlemen.
Hey, sir.
I'm sorry about the last-minute nature of this assignment. It was supposed to be top secret, but apparently it's already leaked to the press.
What's it all about, sir?
Well, it's kind of a change of pace for the team, Frank.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, they're having a reception tonight at the Zamoran Embassy, and Blue Thunder unit will provide security.
Security?
Yes, as you may know, the Zamoran government has invited U.S. businesses to set up shop in their country. First time they've ever been welcome there.
Captain, Zamora's had a lot of internal problems. A leftist revolution, military coup. It's virtually a time bomb, sir.
Well, that's right, but see, the new president has brought that under control mostly.
Doesn't it seem like a bit of overkill? Sending in Blue Thunder?
That just goes to show you just how important this is to the U.S. government. So, Cheney, you and Wonderlove will be aloft in Blue Thunder. Ski, you and Bubba will provide ground security inside the embassy, dressed as guests.
Last time I saw that much fur, I was at the zoo watching polar bears.
Just be cool, man, and act like you belong.
sure hope those dogs think we belong.
Let's go to work.
I can't.
Hey, excuse him, please.
I feel like an overstuffed penguin dressed like this. Bubba, I won't know how to act in there.
Come on, Ski. Just key off for me. When I do something, watch. Then you do the same thing.
Oh, like which fork to use for the salad, right?
You got it. Sophistication is a state of mind. When you feel like you belong, you become totally inconspicuous.
Unconspicuous? You call that unconspicuous?
We're heading inside. Check with you later.
Roger. Have fun, guys.
Those two guys sure got the choice part of this assignment. There are some great-looking women down there.
We're a lot less likely to get in trouble up here, kid.
I'm not so sure. We've got incoming aircraft on radar. Closing fast, 90 degrees.
Info. I don't have him. Must have his nav lights off. Hit him with the night vision.
1 mile and closing. He's at our altitude, Frank.
This doesn't look good. We may get out of his way.
He's changing course. Tracking straight at us. 500 yards. He's gonna hit it!
It seemed like a deliberate pass. Just want to find out what the hell is going on.
Numbers 22901 Romeo. You're on frequency.
Blue Thunder Cessna 22901 Romeo. We're federal agents. Identify.
901 Romeo. Thunder.
Electrical problems.
No instrument. Radio. No.
901 Romeo. You're breaking up. If you can receive, adjust heading to 265. That's good, 901 Romeo. Now just fly straight and level. We will assist you to Van Nuys Airport.
901 Romeo to Blue Thunder. Can hear you, will comply.
Jaffo, get on the horn. Tell Bub and Ski what's going on.
Roger, Jaffo, no problem. We're in good shape down here. So let us know when you're back on station.
I can't believe anybody'd make a sandwich this small.
That's caviar on toast point. It's supposed to be small. So act like you're enjoying it. And don't cause any trouble.
Hey, how come you don't have any sandwiches around here that are bigger than crumbs? I could inhale something this size.
Would you like me to bring you a loaf of bread from the kitchen, sir?
I take back what I said about sophistication being a state of mind. I guess you're either born with it or you're not.
Great party, huh?
This is Cessna N2291R.
Roger, you should have Van Nuys runway in sight, 1 o'clock.
Thanks, guys. Sorry I caused so much trouble.
Blue Thunder, no problem. Breaking off. Let's get right back to that party now.
Sounds like a pre-Renaissance pastoral fugue. Quite lovely in its simplicity.
Yeah, if you dig the classical junk. Personally, I prefer to get down and boogie. You know what I mean?
Hey, wait. Me too. That's what I was trying to say.
Way to go, lover boy. You're really teaching me a lot about class.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello. Thank you.
Blue Thunder to the pub, man. We're back on station, looking straight down the lane.
All clear now. I'll keep in touch.
I'm getting thirsty from eating all these fish egg sandwiches.
I suppose one glass of champagne wouldn't hurt.
Who said anything about champagne? I want a light beer.
They don't serve light beer at functions like this.
Look, Bubba, I can act just as sophisticated as you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the president of my beloved country, Madame Eva Parada.
My fellow Zamorans, Madame et Monsieur de Corps Diplomatique, and American friends, I thank you for this beautiful reception, and I greet you with joy and hope in my heart. We are entering a new era of cooperation between Zamora and the United States. We have opened our borders, and we are making our rich resources available to all of the worthy corporations that are represented here tonight. It is my...
The revolutionary forces of Zamora will not tolerate your presence in our land. A land that belongs to the people, not to Eva Parada and her wealthy supporters. Any representative of Any corporation who sets foot on our soil will be killed. We have demonstrated your vulnerability in the heart of your nation. What do you think your chances would be in Zamora?
Congratulations, gentlemen. A great evening's work. The most sophisticated surveillance team in the world, and somebody walks right by you, leaves this, and blows up half the embassy yard. Why?
It was my fault, Captain. I got suckered by a decoy.
Come on, Frank, that plane seemed like it was in real trouble.
I don't suppose anybody bothered to check the registration numbers?
They were phony. I checked them out last night.
And you, what the hell were you two? When the sky fell down, didn't you see anything?
Well, we both think the explosives were planted before we got there.
The embassy staff checked that place inch by inch before you got there, and everybody that went through the front door was identified. Now, somebody got to us real good, gentlemen, and hear me. Hear good. It better not happen the next time.
Next time, Captain?
Even though they did manage to recreate the 4th of July, the rebel group didn't seem to scare too many corporations. In exactly 4 days, a group of them are going to sign lease agreements with Madame Parada. And yes, Wonderlove, yes, you guessed it. We will be there.
Then we'll drag them back into the sea. We gave our warning, they ignored it, so let them come to Zamora.
I'm sorry. I agree with Ricardo, especially after last night's fiasco.
It wasn't a fiasco.
Then how come 6 major corporations are signing lease agreements with Eva Parada?
Because the lesson we gave them wasn't strong enough. Look, my place is at my husband's side. And you all know that I would never tell you how to run the revolution, but I was born here. And maybe there are some things about this country that are clearer to me.
What things, Gretchen?
Warnings don't work with American capitalists. They're like horses with blinders on. All they see are profit margins and dollar signs. So unless we take decisive action right now, before they go to Zamora, then everything we've done has been for nothing. No more warnings, my friends. We must kill Eva Parada and every corporate executive who comes to sign one of her leases.
They'll be protected by that helicopter. We drew it off once. They won't be fooled again.
I know. That's why we must kill them too. The pilot, Cheney, and every member of his crew.
Aw, don't they look cute? Where are your sand buckets, boys?
Don't let him get to you, Bubba. Because we're going to meet more beautiful women in 15 minutes than he's met in 15 months.
Let's go, boys.
Frank, the telephone's for you, line 1.
Thanks, AJ. Fellas, I'll just be a sec. Hello.
Frank, hi, it's Gretchen Terrell. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, it's good hearing from you again.
Listen, I didn't want you to think I was the kind to welch on a deal. I'm free this afternoon. I thought you might like to bring your friends out for parachute jump instruction.
That's terrific. Oh, well, hold on. Fellas, how would you like to start your jump lessons this afternoon?
Well, I would, but I'm going to the beach.
I was thinking of going to the beach, too.
Gretchen, they're thrilled. They can't wait. We'll be right there, okay?
I'll be here.
Oh, isn't that terrific luck, fellas? I mean, on our afternoon off, she's free.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Yeah, real lucky.
Come on, I'll drive you out.
Not so fast, Cheney. How much you and Wonder love to take Blue Thunder, go over to the Zamoran embassy, do some spade work? I just got off the phone with the people from Apex. They're very unhappy about what happened the other night. They don't want the situation to recur, especially since nobody can figure out how the explosives got on the embassy grounds.
What do they expect us to do, Captain?
Well, the FBI's been over the place with microscopes, and they found nothing. So you take Blue Thunder over there and you scan the place from the air. And Cheney, don't come back till you found something, huh?
Yes, sir.
What are these two clowns dressed like that for?
Guys, I'm sorry you're gonna have to make you jump with them.
No, it wouldn't be as much fun without you, Frank, really.
No fun at all, man.
Gentlemen, I will take it as a personal insult if you don't show up for this appointment. There is a lady waiting. You understand? You guys enjoy yourself.
You don't have to slam the door, man.
Officer Spatowski?
How you doing?
Kelsey?
Ma'am?
Where's Frank?
Oh, he was calling for extra duty. He said to tell you that he hopes to see you another time.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, listen, why don't you guys go on in and get rigged up, and I'll be with you in a minute.
I brought some pads just to be safe.
Swell.
What's wrong? Where's the pilot?
He didn't come.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's just great.
Look, don't panic, Hector. We can still get Cheney and kill Madame Presidente before she has a chance to sign any of those lease agreements.
And how do we do that?
Well, I'll keep those two giants busy in ground school until you get back.
Back from where?
Move it, Ski. You've had a total. Look, you've got to locate your emergency ripcord handle. If you don't look for it, you're not going to find it.
Just like a gazelle.
This is a perfectly safe sport, Ski. You just have to realize that there are inherent dangers. One of which is at 2,800 feet, if you suffer a total malfunction, you have got to activate your emergency ripcord. Because you have only 18 seconds to ground impact. This time, you took 19.
19.
I don't know, Frank. Covered every inch of these grounds. I mean, I have sonar scanned and thermographed, just plain eyeball everything.
Nothing out of the ordinary?
Nothing. Except maybe that. Buenos dias, señorita.
Well, I hate to tear you away, kid, but I think we've exhausted our possibilities here. I'm heading home.
Hasta luego. Frank, I feel guilty. I haven't been doing my part in cementing international relations. I've got to learn Spanish so I can ask that lovely Latin lady for a date.
Hold it.
What is it?
I thought I saw something in a tree. What does it look like to you?
It's a balloon. Something attached to it.
How far are we from the embassy grounds?
About 2 miles.
I'm gonna take it down, whatever it is. I want to take a look at it.
Hands on the toggle, eyes on the horizon. Don't look down. Feet and knees together, slight bend in the knees. Toes pointing straight forward, all right? Okay, watch. Okay, Bubba? You try it.
Right.
I recognized it as soon as I opened. It's the same scarf Gretchen Terrell wore when she jumped on the air show.
I don't understand. What was it doing hanging from a tree?
Captain, she knew we were riding shotgun over the embassy that night. The plane that was in trouble. She was the one that set it up as a decoy to lure us away. Then she parachuted in. Stowed her gear in the bag, sent it up in a helium balloon. Something must have happened to burst the balloon.
Why, Frank? Why? What has she got to do with
Captain,
Zamora?
I don't know. But Bub and Ski are with her right now. There's no telling what she might do.
Listen, both of you guys are doing great, really. You can make your first jump now.
What?
Well, sure. All my students make their first jump the same day they take ground school. After all, there's only so much you can learn on the ground. Sooner or later, you have to go up.
It sounds great to me.
Yeah, me too.
This is Captain Braddock. Give me the tower at Markham Airfield.
Are you sure people make their first jumps this quick?
Oh, yes. Everybody.
And they land okay?
They do. But in your case, it really doesn't matter.
Yes, we're trying to locate two men. They're taking jump school instruction from Gretchen Tyrell.
Captain, we've got a radio transmission from someone asking for Frank. She says they've got Bubba and Ski.
Never mind.
Cheney here.
Hello, Frank. Sorry I missed you this afternoon.
Gretchen, what's going on? How are Bub and Ski doing?
They're right here with me. About 5,000 feet up and right over the San Gabriels.
Let me talk to him.
Hi, Frank. We're here, all right.
You okay?
Well, so far.
That's enough. Take down these numbers, Frank. 118 degrees west by 34 degrees, 30 minutes north.
Why are you giving me your location?
Because if you want your friends, you're going to have to come and get them.
Bring them back safe, Frank. Watch out.
All set. It's on autopilot.
What are you gonna do?
We have an appointment to keep. We really can't do it from up here.
Hey, wait. You gonna leave us up here?
That is, at least until the fuel runs out in this plane. And that should be in about 10 minutes. Goodbye, suckers.
I think we're in trouble. You first.
Why me?
Because this was your idea. You were the one that wanted to go to parachute school.
Only because you said I was scared. So why don't you waltz right through the door and show me how it's done?
Yeah.
Neither can I.
I almost lost you over that ridge.
What about the plane?
Armed and ready to go.
Okay, we better get there before Blue Thunder. Let's go.
Frank, can't we squeeze a little more speed out of this thing?
I'm redlining now, Chaffo. If I go any faster, I'll burn up.
I took flying lessons once. Maybe I can land this thing.
How many flying lessons?
One when I was 15.
That might qualify you for Social Security, but it shouldn't qualify you to land this airplane. We're running low on fuel. We'll never make it to an airstrip.
Then I guess we have to jump.
I guess we do.
Bubba to Blue Thunder. If you read Blue Thunder, please communicate on emergency frequency.
This is Blue Thunder. I read you loud and clear. Give me your exact location.
As close as I can figure, about 5 miles south of Hunter's Pass. Your friend Gretchen just parachuted out and left us with a Beechcraft.
Who's flying?
Nobody. It's on autopilot. We're parachuting out. There's nothing you can do.
Are you guys crazy? You think she's gonna leave you parachutes that work? Forget it. Now listen to me. Get on the radio to Brannan Airfield. It's near Hunter's Pass. How about you doing it? They got a guy there that can do it better.
Frank, I believe you, but I want to check those chutes first.
Jaffo, get Brannan Airfield for me.
Well, unless you're thinking about waxing your truck, what's in here ain't gonna do you too much good.
Turn around.
Oh,
Brennan Airfield, this is Frank Cheney. Is Chuck Riley there?
The flight instructor?
Flight instructor Riley, yes.
Bubba, I still don't think either one of us can land this thing with one easy radio lesson.
Man, I'm with you. But you got any better ideas?
No, but yeah, I do. This is a jump plane. There's gotta be an extra chute somewhere.
Jeff, I've got Braddock on the radio. Tell him to call the Zamoran Embassy. I want that place evacuated now.
Right.
There's nothing up front. Check back there.
All right. It's locked. Bingo! I hit pay dirt.
Terrific. Where's mine? This is it. One parachute? What are we supposed to do, draw lots?
It's for you, sir.
Muchas gracias. Ambassador Marquez speaking.
Ambassador Marquez, this is Captain Braddock. Listen carefully, please. We have a possible emergency.
Go ahead, please.
Now, the rebel group has kidnapped 2 of my men. We think it was just a plan to draw Blue Thunder away from Los Angeles. Now, our pilot just radioed in, and he believes someone is going to make a move on Madame Parada's life today.
Madame Parada is upstairs. She's lying in her bedroom.
Sir, you must get her ready to leave right now. I'm sending a police escort. As soon as it gets there, I want her out of that house.
Sí, señor.
You take it. No! I said take it! No! I'd rather die than have the captain think I took the last parachute.
Stop trying to be a hero, will ya?
I'm not trying to be a hero. The truth is, even if you gave it to me, I'd probably be too scared to jump. I mean it, Ski. There's no way I can go out through that door.
Uh-oh. That's the end of the fuel. This is it.
We should have the embassy in sight in 6 minutes.
Let's just hope we're in time.
You're not mad at me, are you?
Nah, I'm not mad. You all set, Ski? I think.
You got anything you want to say?
Tell Jaffo that Beatle tape I borrowed is in my locker.
Listen, as long as this is, well, you know, goodbye. How about being honest and admit to something?
What?
Who was the best tackler that ever played in the NFL?
I guess you were.
Okay. Who did the most holding of anybody else in the NFL?
I don't know.
Lyman Bubba Kelsey.
That's a lousy, stinking lie.
Oh, I hope not. Because I'm tackling and you better hold.
Ah! Pull the ripcord, pull it.
Let go and give me some room.
Let go, you crazy, man? Oh, dear Lord. I'll kill you for this.
You are killing me. You're going to kill us both.
I never meant what I said about you being the best tackler in the NFL.
Then who was?
Lyman Bubba Kelsey. Ha! Hide yourself.
Don't do that. Don't cover my eyes.
I've got the embassy in radar range, Frank. There's a fast-moving aircraft approaching it. I've got it visually now. It's a fighter plane of some kind.
Yeah, T-28 with a bomb under each wing.
on the run. What are you waiting for, Hector? Hit them! Hit the target now!
Here we go.
November 4, 903. This is Blue Thunder. Do you copy? Do you copy?
What's he doing here? This is impossible.
Obviously figured out your plan. He's a man who learns from his mistakes. Do you copy, 903? Respond immediately.
Hello, Frank Cheney. I thought you'd be out watching your friends make their first jump.
Well, they were a little nervous, Gretchen. They didn't want an audience.
Get him! Swing back. Madame Parada's getting away. You have to make another run.
Radio that in, Jaffo. I'm heading for Bubinski.
Roger.
Oh, man. Quit shaking me.
I'm not shaking. You're the one that's shaking.
Oh. How's your grip?
The grip's cool.
Oh, man. Bubba, there's trees.
Yeah, a lot of them. Slow down.
Get ready. We landed. We made it.
That was a dirty trick.
What was?
You didn't tackle me, you blindsided me. And you would have been called, as usual, for unnecessary roughness.
I know, but you gotta admit, this is the most fun we've had since we retired.
And to all of you, the grateful thanks of the Zamorin government, and my personal, undying gratitude as well.
Thank you very much. We're all deeply honored.
And now, gentlemen, please, enjoy yourselves.
Señores, con permiso.
Thank you again.
That's pretty snazzy.
Yeah, well, congratulations, gentlemen. You did a wonderful job. It was real
Captain,
nice.
I really think most of the credit should go to Ski and Bubba.
Yeah?
It's a pretty risky thing they did leaving that airplane.
Ah, it wasn't nothing.
No, it was a lot easier than it looks.
You guys did real good.
Well, I guess under the circumstances, you decided to call off your $50 bet.
Well, no. Actually, I won the bet. I was the one that jumped from the plane.
I know it probably seems that way, but the truth is, I won the bet.
I can't see how you could possibly say that.
Our bet was over who was the first one to jump out of the airplane.
That's right. That was me.
Well, no, wait, guys. It's a party. Come on, we're trying.
My body was the first to exit the cabin.
Well, as a point there, Ski.
Are you kidding me? I tackled you out of the plane.
Because I'm taller, my feet touched the ground first.
I think your brain was damaged in the fall.
My brain is in good enough shape, my man, to let me know you're trying to welch on the bet.
I am not welching on the bet. I won the bet. Never mind, see my temper. I won the bet. Win the bet.
What was that?
What was what?
I heard a noise.
Oh, it's not Nani.
Oh. There it is again.
What?
It's that noise again.
When you go back to sleep, I told you it's not Nani.
There's no mistaking that nut nani taste. Crisp flakes of corn smothered in sweet honey and roasted peanuts.
Now I I suppose that was nut and honey.
Nope.
Kellogg's nut and honey.
That was the milk.
Crunch.
An innocent discovery.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
A powerful weapon. Rocket. A deadly conspiracy.
They're working for a Nazi agent.
An extraordinary adventure.
Jenny's in trouble.
We've got the girl.
Here he comes!
The rocket will come to us.
We're only gonna get one pass at this!
The Rocketeer, rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you. Check newspapers for showtimes.
So, I found out something that I did not know. I love the old D&D Endless Quest books. I found out that... let's see, what year is this? This was in 2018. They brought back Choose Your Own Adventure. I've got 2 of them so far. I got more on order, and this one I bought and I did not realize it is an old library book, but it's hardback. I got a hardback Endless Quest book. See, and they're like, you are a wizard, you are a fighter, Underdark and Big Trouble where you fight giants. I love Endless Quest books. I love Choose Your Own Adventure and all that fun stuff. Still do. Don't care. I don't care how old I am. If I could get Vince to read them, that would be awesome. But with his autism, he doesn't get... He proceeds to read the book continuously. He doesn't get the moving back and forth yet. So, but he goes over and reads my books, and then he's like, "Oh, read it to me." And I'm like, "Bud, you're reading it right now." And he's like, "No, I'm not." And I'm like, "What does this say?" And he'll start reading it. And I'm like, "You're reading the book just fine, dude." Autism is fun. I love him. Love him to death. Love my Vincent to death. He's my little buddy, and he will always be my little buddy, even though he's bigger than me now. So, all right. So I hope you guys like Blue Thunder as I ramble on about my son, who's taking time off. He is. I asked him if he wants to be on the show lately, and he's like, "No, I later." I'm like, "Okay." So just letting you guys know, he's still around. He's probably upstairs watching TV. But yeah, he's kind of bailed on me lately on the show, but he'll be back. He'll be back. He's been over there a couple times, but literally it's been so hot lately that he just like, I was like, "Bud, you got to put on, you got to get dressed." He just sat over in just a pair of pants, no shirt, no shoes, no socks. I'm like, "All right, bud, you just hang out over there and chill out." Nobody wants to see your chubby belly. So. All right, so we're going to go over here, and we're going to do some more Manimal. And I say more Manimal. We're doing the last Manimal. We're doing the last of an 8-episode run of Manimal. I like the show, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how many people talk bad about it. I will like this show until I die. And I don't care. It's fun. It's goofy. It's over the top. And it's got Stan Winston. Alan Silvestri did the music. Alan freaking Silvestri did the music for this. How is it not cool? People in the 1980s, not ready for this yet. You know, when they brought it out and it was a kid's book series called Animorphs, it was fine. But when it was in the 80s and it was for adults and it was on Sci Fi, you know, like on NBC, people just didn't get it. So, here you guys go. This is the last ever episode of Manimal, episode 8, and this is Night of the Beast. Enjoy.
About a year ago, the hotel was bought by a group of big city investors. Well, they want to legalize gambling in Birch Hollow.
We want those petitions.
You think I'd be stupid enough to keep them here?
Everybody stand back!
I think they're gonna kill us.
They slap you in the cell along with them as soon as you look at you.
Oh, Sheriff, I don't scare that easily.
The golden bear, Sheriff. I can feel it in my bones.
Dr. Jonathan Chase. Wealthy, young, handsome. A man with the brightest of futures. A man with the darkest of pasts. From Africa's deepest recesses to the rarefied peaks of Tibet. Heir to his father's legacy and the world's darkest mysteries.
My son, you must have faith and learn. This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Jonathan Chase, master of the secrets that divide man from animal. Animal from man. Manimal.
Next time I get to sit in the car, my feet are killing me. Door's open and low. It's him. He's got the briefcase. He's heading this way. JC, I think he spotted me. We might have a problem here, but I ain't gonna wait around to find out. Over. Let me have a hot dog.
One hot dog.
Heavy on the onions.
Feel like taking a little walk?
No, thanks, man. Doctor says I gotta cut down on the exercise.
Think about it.
Yeah, well, you know,
We've got a problem.
maybe a nice little stroll may not be such a bad idea after all.
Let's move. Why you been following me?
Who, me?
Come on, pal. You've been on my tail all day.
I must look like somebody you know. You know, a lot of people mistake me for Billy D. Williams.
Jonathan, that truck is stalled. We're trapped in here. Where are you going?
Ty's dead if we don't get to him right now. Reynolds Appliances. Does this mean I want a washer and dryer? I didn't think so. That stuff will kill you.
Not as fast as this'll kill you.
Jonathan?
I want to know who you're working for.
Hey, look, man.
You look, man! If I don't get some answers by the time I finish this, you're a dead man.
That's not fair. You're eating my last meal.
Police officer, don't move.
She ain't horsing around either.
Sure, I'll bring it right down. I get nervous when the street value of my car goes over $10 million. Hello? Graziano over in narcotics. I think he's a little ticked because our unit wound up with a collar. He's been trying to break that Columbia connection for the past year. Thanks, Professor.
Oh, don't thank me, Lieutenant. All the credit belongs to little Annie Oakley.
Which reminds me, how did you wind up with that horse?
There is one very angry mounted patrolman who could probably explain it better than I could.
Well, somebody ought to give that horsey a nice pat on the rump.
Oh, don't worry, Lieutenant. I'm sure that can be arranged.
You know, the horse didn't exactly do this by himself.
You think I've forgotten? Mac, you can grab yourself a 3-day weekend on me. You deserve it, darling.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Hey, that's perfect. Means that you could join Ty and I on our camping expedition.
Ty and you? I am not going camping again.
Oh, come on. Where's your spirit of adventure? Until you've hunted the wild fighter Leca Americana, you've not lived. Something I'm gonna die making sure I've lived.
What about you, Brooke?
Sounds good for you macho types, but what I need is a nice, large dose of boredom.
Excellent. Birch Hollow is exactly that. It is the sleepiest and the most peaceful place on Earth.
You really should do something about that broken glass. A person could get hurt.
We want those petitions.
Do you think I'd be stupid enough to keep him here?
You were stupid enough to pass them around. Let's get out of here. Come on, move it!
I don't like the look of those clouds, Jonathan. It looks like rain.
Unlikely. It's the wrong time of the year.
You know, Professor, I'm surprised. You're the last person I'd ever think would be a hunter.
Phytolacca americana, my dear Brooke, is a rare species of wild flower. I need some new specimens for my research in antibodies. I don't know why you don't just call a florist. Bad news. Not if you're a mechanic in Beverly Hills. What we have here is a bent front axle. Next time this baby moves, we'll be behind a tow truck. Maybe I should have called the florist.
All right, Professor. What are we going to do now?
Look on the bright side. At least it's not raining.
You had to say that, didn't you?
What's a little devotee when you're having fun, huh?
Here. Don't worry. The main road's just up ahead. What was that? Oh, just some predator tracking his kill.
Don't they believe in leash laws around here?
You know, it may have been the golden bear. Jack Nicholas? Oh, no, Ty. A different sort of bear. The guardian of sort. He's a legend in these hills. Aha! I think our luck may be about to change.
Hey!
I'd say that was lucky. Wouldn't you? Huh?
That must have been the jackpot, huh?
Charlie, old son of a gun. Hey, you look terrific. How are you? Fine. You can tell your fellows to take it easy. There won't be any trouble here.
Ty, Brooke, there's a car coming. Hey, listen to me. There is a car coming. Hey, you two. Stop. Stop.
Get in! You folks are wetter than catfish in a waterfall.
Oh,
come on, son.
We didn't think anybody would stop for us.
Oh, that's some storm.
There we go.
Yeah, I knew it'd be a big one. No, my mule's feet started to smell something fierce. I'm Zeke. This is the Mrs. Sadie.
I'm Jonathan Chase. These are my associates, Brooke and Ty.
Pleased to meet you.
Howdy.
Folks would like a little something to make country living more bearable. There you are. Try a sample of that. I'll give you a discount if you want to buy some more.
No, thank you. I don't indulge.
Well, you don't have to. You just drink it.
That's pure white lightning. It'll cure anything that ails you, you know. I'll make you a deal. I've got a special going on all month.
That's good.
That's 5 of them.
Yeah, and the 4th out-of-state plate. Have you any idea what these limousines might be doing out here?
Well, I'm not sure. Well, the old hotel's up ahead.
Hotel? As in hot bath and clean sheets hotel? Oh, Zeke, you're the answer to a grungy woman's prayers.
Oh, been a lot of strangers showing up here lately. Not like it once was. Not like when Golden Bear was watching over us. Not that he ain't coming back, mind you.
Here we go again.
We were just hearing about that legend.
It ain't no legend. No, it's God's truth. Whenever this valley was threatened with evil, and the Golden Bear would wipe it out, Pa used to talk about seeing him cut down a whole slew of train robbers who were trying to use this town as a hideout. That was back in '08.
Now, your Pa talked about a lot of things.
Golden Bear could come back today if folks would just have faith in him. And now's when we need him the most.
Anybody ever think about sending him a case of this?
There's the hotel up ahead.
We don't go any closer than this.
Okay.
Looks like a chauffeur's convention.
May I help you?
Yes, please. Could we have 3 rooms just for the one night?
You have a reservation?
No. Our car broke down.
Well, I'm afraid we don't have any rooms available.
What do you mean? There's only half a dozen cars in that parking lot. You gotta have 40 or 50 rooms in here.
56.
And they're all filled.
Well, I didn't say that. I said there were none available. The entire hotel has been booked by a private group.
Let me handle this. Now think before we go any further. You, sir, should be aware of exactly who you're dealing with. You, sir, happen to be in the presence of New York's finest.
Finest what?
Cops, dummy. NYPD, police, the man. And it just so happens we're on a highly classified assignment. You ever seen a gold shield?
No.
Then take a gander at this and give us the best 3 rooms you got in the house.
Seems that camping gear isn't what it used to be.
Boy Scouts aren't the only ones who have to be prepared. Where's Ty?
Taking a shower.
You know, there's something about this place that doesn't feel right. That clerk downstairs giving us the brush off. And that crazy old man.
Colorful, not crazy.
Well, I guess it's perfectly normal to worship a big bad bear.
Well, the good bear, by Zeke's description. I mean, you know, I've learned a couple of things over the years. One of them is that you never underestimate an animal. And the other is that all folklore, all legend is normally based on some degree of truth from which the legend originally grew.
How would you like to finish your lecture at dinner, Professor? I'm starving.
You're on.
Good. I'll finish getting ready.
Oh, you might like to wear something just a little bit more formal. Huh. Vitalaka Americana.
Get up. Now you tell me where my brother is right now, or I'll use this. I mean it. Sneaky, sneaky. So that's how it is, huh? Coming.
Where's JC?
Answering the call of the wild.
Say what?
I just watched him drive off with a very attractive woman.
Boy, you gotta take your hat off to the man. How long we been here? 20 minutes?
Well, I think it's pretty inconsiderate.
Me too. Worst of it is he won't tell me how he does it.
You people really think you have the world by the tail, don't you? You think you can just march right into our town and trample anybody or anything that gets in your way? What have you done with my brother?
Look, I don't know how else to say this, but my name is Jonathan Chase. I am a college professor, and I work as a consultant for the New York Police Department.
Look, mister, I was a crime reporter in Detroit before I came back to these hills. I know what kind of tricks you gangsters are capable of. Don't! Maybe you need a little incentive. Open it.
You don't want me to get in there. Oh, this is silly. I mean, I could suffocate.
I hope you won't suffocate. I hope you'll tell me what happened to my brother.
Maggie, be reasonable. Look, let me out of here.
Boy, am I hungry. What do you want to eat?
This is getting weirder all the time. You know who those guys are?
I get the feeling they're not Bible salesmen.
The tall ones with the New York Syndicate. And that guy with him? That's Charlie, somebody.
I thought he looked familiar. Charlie Garrett. The guy is so tough he sneezes and somebody drops dead in the Bronx.
I wonder what they're doing way out here.
Well, something tells me they're not vacationing.
I think you're right. Listen, maybe you and I should do a little snooping.
Snooping? You want to go snooping around guys like Charlie Garrett? Oh, sister. Ty's law says getting your nose close to a chainsaw is no way to save face.
I thought you said you were one of New York's finest.
Right now, I'm one of New York's hungriest.
Oh, come on, don't be a chicken.
Chicken? What's wrong with chicken?
We've got to find out what's going on here.
I only got but one nose.
All right, I'll do it myself.
Hey, is your memory getting any better?
Listen to me. I would like to help. Just let me out of here.
Hope we didn't come at a bad time.
What the hell do you degenerates want?
Come on, Maggie. You're a smart girl. You should know why we're here.
I think we should give her a clue.
Okay. Fair enough. It's got something to do with certain petitions that would tie the hand of your town council.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pay dirt. We got him right here.
Get rid of it.
Burn the petitions, but you're not going to stop us.
Maybe this will. What the hell is that?
nothing over here.
Well, let's try this way.
We had planned to wait until tomorrow to unveil the model. But as long as we're all here...
What my son means is I can't wait till tomorrow.
So what are we waiting for? A drum roll?
Gentlemen, I give you the new Birch Hollow Resort and Casino.
Now, is that something? Or what?
Structure, magnificently designed.
This is it. There's Garrett.
Have I ever mentioned to you what the C in Tyrone Sierra stood for?
Colin.
20 acres of lush tropical
Guess I did, huh?
gardens.
Where's the old hotel? Did we say something to the town council about restoring this place?
It's cheaper to start from scratch.
And once we get the vote over with, we'll apply the same cost-effective methods to those sections of the town that we condemn and purchase.
The voting is nothing but a formality, strictly ceremonial. We got those people eating out of our hands.
Well, just watch it we don't lose a finger.
Lyle's handling it. What I paid for his education, he don't make it.
Stay back.
Is this the hotel gift shop?
Who the hell are they?
Get in here. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Sheriff, I'm a police officer, and this man works with me.
Cops?
I'm gonna have to take you both in.
On what charges?
Invasion of privacy, damaging hotel property.
Get him out of here.
Come on. Come on, come on.
Hey, wait a minute. What happened?
You had a nasty fall.
What's going on? There was an animal. There was some sort of a cat. A big...
Relax. Relax. You obviously had a bad dream.
Now you're going to tell me those men weren't real.
No, I'm afraid they were real enough. Why don't you just take a deep breath, relax, and tell me the whole story from the beginning.
You're really not one of them?
Would I be here now if I were?
No.
From the very beginning.
All right. About a year ago, the hotel was bought by a group of big city investors. Some of them were legitimate, but most of them were dyed-in-the-wool gangsters.
Interesting. Not prime real estate, so they obviously had plans for it.
Well, they want to legalize gambling in Birch Hollow.
Backwoods Atlantic City.
Exactly, only they need the unanimous consent of the whole city council. My brother Jack's on the town council. So was Judge Greeley until they found him asphyxiated in his garage a month ago.
The judge obviously didn't think gambling was the best thing for the town.
Neither did Jack. He began writing editorials about how the casino would destroy the way of life in Birch Hollow. And he was also assembling a file of evidence linking some of the investors with the judge's murder. And then just yesterday, he disappeared.
And did they get the evidence file as well?
I don't know. I haven't been able to find it. And then on top of that, they destroyed a petition that we'd spent weeks circulating that would have taken the authority out of the town council's hands to sell us down the river.
And when does the council vote?
2 days from now. And with Jack missing, there's nothing to stop them. They have all the rest of the votes sewn up. Mr. Chase?
Jonathan.
Jonathan, if you meant what you said about wanting to help me out, would you help me find Jack?
I will go straight back to my hotel and see what I can dig up.
Jonathan? Thank you.
And you may rest assured that you'll be the first to know anything the moment that I find out.
Why'd you have to say you're a cop? See, that's the trouble with you. Start spitting out the truth before you even giving a lie half a chance.
You think it would have helped if I said we were rehearsing for Romeo and Juliet?
Maybe you're right.
They can't get away with this. 1, they didn't read us our rights, and 2, they didn't even allow us a phone call.
When you gonna get here? These cops don't know from Dick Tracy. They're writing their own rules. If we get released, it'll be with tags around our toes.
We've stumbled onto something very big here.
A very astute observation, ma'am. Where's JC when you need him?
Right there.
Say what?
Over there. I knew he'd show up. Jonathan, come here, Jonathan. Oh, I'd know that smile anywhere.
Okay, JC, what's the plan? We nibble our way out of here or what?
He's trying to tell us something.
1 sweep for yes, 2 sweeps for no, okay? You trying to tell us something, JC? You're right.
First word? Sounds like,
He scratched his nose. Nose, doze, rose.
foes, lows, goes. Is it a book or a movie?
Ah, there you are.
Ah,
Brooke, you're right.
yeah, no thanks to you.
Sheriff, these people are working undercover as a law enforcement team.
So they say.
Then I want them released.
Buddy, these people violated the laws of this county and they're going to have to pay for it.
Sheriff, where I come from, law enforcement agencies work together. That is, if they are actually enforcing the law.
They could slap you in the cell along with them as soon as look at you.
Oh, Sheriff, I don't scare that easily.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Neither have you.
Ready to. Just spoke with Thompson. He says these people know too much already. Would it be a shame if that pretty young cop got murdered by that low-life hoodlum in the cell with her? You know, you tried to stop it. I was a witness. But you got there too late, so you had to kill him. It was either him or you. I'll swear to that. Wait till tonight, then move.
Don't tell me about watering it down. Got enough octane to run old beepers here.
Have you seen these cracks?
And these claw marks. They gotta be half an inch deep.
Are you telling me a bear did this? Not just a bear. The golden bear was here. You sure it wasn't Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs breaking parole? Or maybe Mother Goose rented herself a jackhammer? The golden bear, Sheriff. I can feel it in my bones.
Well, that's your lumbago, Zeke.
He's come back. I know that the golden bear wouldn't let us down.
I think I hit one of them. We found some blood up the road.
Oh, you think you hit one of them? Well, why the hell didn't you find out? Get the dogs, have them go over every inch of this mess, and bring back those fugitives. I don't care if you bring them back in handcuffs or in little pieces. Just bring them back.
Just like old days, he's going to do right by us. The golden bear's going to throw those rascals out. He'll show them.
Zeke, you're dreaming. They ain't no bear. They never has been. They never will be.
Want to rest, Ty?
Yeah, about 8 days in Tahiti.
Jonathan!
The sheriff has more trouble finding you than I did.
That was very clever of you, rescuing us as that bear.
What bad?
What do you mean, what bear?
How bad is this?
Oh, it's about a 6.2 on the pain scale.
It's not very deep, despite the bleeding. But I am somewhat concerned about infection.
He's concerned.
There's not much we can do unless we get into a hospital.
All the medical help we need is growing in these woods. Or crawling.
Look here, man. Don't go getting travel on me, okay?
I'll be right back.
Did he say crawling?
No, he said he'd be right back.
Take a look at this. These bear prints stop here.
You just lost them, that's all. There's some prints over here.
They're shoe prints. It's a man's print. I don't get it.
The dogs don't seem confused.
See.
That fits with what we heard. It seems like there's some covert deal in the works to condemn the whole town, and apparently a few of these townspeople are going to make out like bandits.
Not to mention the real bandits.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
No, this is designed to stop you being sick.
Also, stop the bleeding and the infection.
Exactly what you got in here anyway.
We're just a mild concoction of wild tobacco leaves, macerated with little mushroom fungus and some fresh Vita Lacca Americana. Delicious.
Americana, huh? Told you that stuff would come in handy.
Jonathan, I think the people who are about to have their houses steamrolled, they got a right to know what's going on.
Agreed. I think we ought to get that piece of information to Maggie first. Come on.
I don't understand. How can all the phone lines be out? All right. Yes, thank you.
Never know who you're gonna run into in the middle of a cornfield.
Well, a vegetable like you must feel right at home.
I admire her quick wit. Let her go. In fact, I'm here to make peace.
Right. Give me a break.
Do better than that. I'll give you a proxy signed by your brother. Since he couldn't be there to do the vote on Sunday, he wanted you to do the honors and make it unanimous.
If I use that, I'll vote against you.
Then you'll never see your brother again. Except to identify the body. If you don't think I'm serious, remember the judge. He didn't believe us either.
Think about it, Maggie. Come on, Maggie. You don't want your brother killed.
What is it, JP?
Dogs. They must have picked up our scent.
Speak for yourself. I showered this morning.
Can't be far now.
That's it. Next time, I book through a travel agency. Zeke Mercedes car?
Most certainly is.
This batch got more kick than mules sitting on a hornet. Try that. We got company. Coming. Well, it's our hitchhiking friends. Come on in. I know once you had a taste of Sadie's good old firewater, you would want some more. Now, how many can I put you down for?
I'm good for 2.
You know the sheriff's looking out for you folks.
We were hoping we could stay here until the dust clears.
Heck yeah, there ain't no love lost between us and the sheriff.
Half of everything we make on that still goes into his pocket.
Besides, you people got the Golden Bear on your side. That's all I need to know. right, boys, you can stop looking now.
The chickens have come home to roost.
Where are they?
Zeke Bethune's place. And leave the dogs behind. We don't want to ruin the surprise.
Zeke Bethune's.
I think I'll have a look outside. Wrong time for a breather. A little bit too much lead in the air. I think they're gonna kill us.
All right. My signal, we hit them with everything we got.
Loaded, just in case.
Crazy?
This body's on me.
Do you mind?
Looking for the cause.
Thank you, Zeke. We're making a break for it.
Get him! Get him!
There's no way we're gonna outrun them on foot.
Ty? Yeah. You remember that little party we threw for the VC outside Quezon?
JC, you're still the baddest dude in the jungle.
Well, the tracks lead off this way.
Get me down from here! Get me down from here!
You know, Sheriff, the yogis hang upside down for hours on end. They say it stimulates the brain.
I'll kill you. I swear it.
As soon as I get down from here, you're all dead!
Where are you hiding Jack Slocum?
I'll hang here till I rot before I tell you where he is.
Oh, you just did. Now, don't worry, Sheriff. We'll just borrow your keys.
Cheer up, Sheriff. We'll call your wife. Tell her you got all hung up.
I'll kill you.
Jonathan, were you serious about knowing where they got Slocum?
Well, I know where to look, anyway. The sheriff had pollen on his clothing. Oconee bells.
How does that help?
You can only find along the riverbanks. Very rarely this far north. So, we find the flowers. Chances are we can find the hideout. So what do we do then? Follow me. Where are you going? Sorry. Have to fly. There he is.
Up to me, I'd have gotten rid of that punk over there a long time ago.
From what I hear after the vote, you may just get your wish.
Wouldn't want you to forget our bargain, Maggie.
You may have my vote, but you don't have me.
Do you hear that?
Relax, will you? It's probably a squirrel.
I better take a look.
Let's go. Nice and easy. Come on.
Kelso! Hey, quit stalling, will ya? Just because you know you got a great hand. Oh!
Come on, Jack. We've still got time to make that meeting.
Still looking for Golden Bear?
Maybe I am.
Where the hell's that hick sheriff?
Doesn't matter. Let's get started.
You all know the issue before us. When I call your name, sign your name on the scroll to support the casino. Don't sign it if you're foolish enough to vote against it. I'll start with me. Garth? Farley?
Mr. Ty?
You got it, Brooke. I always wanted to drive to Baja.
Now, normally, we'd be calling on Jack Slocum. But before he left, he signed a proxy. So his sister Maggie's got the final say. Maggie? We're waiting.
Stop! Please! Everybody listen! These people are kidnappers and murderers. I have the evidence to prove it. You cannot...
Told you! I told you he'd be back! Did not tell you!
Mercy, I see it, but I don't believe it.
Hold it! You're under arrest for criminal conspiracy.
Mister, you're gonna be sorry you did that. Two bullets.
Oh, ain't he beautiful?
I think that's very impressive. You go on vacation and you wind up cracking a major case.
All right.
And that's the good news. Is then you submit a report. Looks like it was written by Goldilocks. Now, what is this foolishness about a 12-foot bear?
If I hadn't seen it myself, I wouldn't have believed it.
What bear? You see? He was there. He didn't see a bear.
Morning.
Jonathan.
Professor, was there a bear?
Answer him.
What? Spoil the fun.
Tic-tac-toes, a good hot meal. And when you get 3 X's or O's on your spoon, you win. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Tic-tac-toes.
With and without meatballs.
And now, this message. And fade to commercial.
The Fry Step, starring Ronald McDonald and friends.
If you hop all around like the Fry kids do, you're doing the Fry Step. It's fun for you. Fry girls, Fry guys. You'll hop all around like the Fry kids do. Then you go where your nose will lead you to.
French fry, French fry.
McDonald's French fries.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Oh, man. I just love the artwork on the inside of this. This is Bill Sienkiewicz artwork. Bill Sienkiewicz drew that. And then I can go pull up some of his other artwork and it looks nothing alike. Because we all talk about the comic book artists and stuff and how much they've changed and all people are getting hurry and people change. Bill Sienkiewicz's artwork has gone weird over the years. Some stuff I love it on because it fits. like his Moon Knight stuff, when he was kind of a... he started out as a Neil Adams clone, and then by the end of the series, he was kind of making it his own artwork. Then by the time he comes back and does like Elektra Assassin, he does the Demon Bear Saga for New Mutants. He has that weird nightmarish artwork that you're just like, how do you go from point A to point B? What's the transfer? And it was really, really pretty quickly that he went from being an almost Neil Adams clone to being this hard-edged artist. But I liked his stuff on certain things. When they would try to put him in other books that weren't right for his artwork, you're just like... And then you see other artwork, you're like, yes, that's where it belongs. Craziness. So I hope you like Manimal, because that's it. We're done. No more Manimal. Kaput. And especially since I did this as a double feature for a while now, we're doing the last episode of Automan right now. Last episode, Automan. I really, really think this could work as a show today. I think it really could. Hashtag Second Chance Channel. I would love to be able to get the rights to some of these characters to reboot them. That would be so cool. I would love to, and have the money to do it right. But yeah, I'm a guy who makes a little YouTube show out of his basement. So, out of my basement. Out of the captain's quarters. So, I want you guys to sit back and enjoy the last episode of Automan. Episode 13. Enjoy.
This is the story of Walter Nebeker, doing what he likes best, fighting crime in the streets. You see, Walter's a policeman. Unfortunately, the chief doesn't want Walter on the streets.
Captain, get back to your cage, boy. Now!
So Walter must fight crime in his own way, in the computer room. That's where he's an expert. Fortunately for me, Walter's advanced knowledge of electronics led him to experiment with what is called a hologram. That's a very fancy word for a three-dimensional picture that, when perfected, can be made to look real, sound real. As a matter of fact, given enough power, it can even be made to feel real. That's kind of what got me into this world. My name is Automan. You must be Walter Nebeker.
How did you know that?
It's on the programming you fed into my system. I must say, Walter, you're very good. Very good indeed. I look wonderful.
If you do say so yourself.
You programmed me to be honest. But tell me, why did you call me Automan?
It means that you're the world's first truly automatic man. You can do anything because you're not real.
Oh, but I am. I'm as real as you are, just different. And thanks to you, perfect.
Nobody's perfect, Automan.
Well, that's not true, Walter. You've programmed me to observe other people and do whatever they can do as well as they can do it. Jimmy Connor's playing tennis, John Travolta dancing. In fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, think of me as an 11.
I've created a monster.
No, what Walter really created was a wonderful force for good. Automan. That's me.
Don't worry, folks. Just a little security problem. Hold it, Philippe!
Where are the stones? They're not on him. Try his room. I did. That girl he's been with, Laura Ferguson. Leave Laura out of this. Come on.
Please don't tell anyone else. If they find out, my life could be in danger. I just hope this message gets to you in time. Philippe? Philippe? Is that you?
You just left a message for someone and I heard you. What did you tell him?
What do you want from me?
You have something that doesn't belong to you. I want it back.
Look, whatever it is you want, I don't have it.
Guess you made your choice.
Help, Philippe!
What are you doing?
I'm familiarizing myself with your various forms of recreation.
Crime is fought on the streets, Otto, not on the golf links.
The more I know about humans, the more effective I'll be at recreating their behavior. Who knows? I may have to impersonate a doctor someday. You're right in the fairway, would you please, Walter?
Oh.
You know, it's amazing the lengths your species will go to put a little white ball in a hole.
For someone who can trace his family tree back to Pong, I think you'd have a little more appreciation for games.
Oh, darn. Hit the sand trap.
Hello? Oh, hi, Roxanne.
Wally, do you remember my friend Laura Ferguson?
Who?
I told you about her, the travel writer.
Oh, yeah, Laura.
Wally, I'm afraid she's in trouble.
What do you mean?
Can you meet me at her apartment in 10 minutes?
What's the address? All right. Right, I got it. Bye-bye. Otto? The hole's the other way.
Walter, the shortest distance between 2 points is not always a straight line. Bertie.
Your friend Laura sure lives in a nice place.
Laura went to Club 10 for 2 weeks, and I'm house sitting for her while she's away.
Club 10? Isn't that that Jet Set Spa?
Mm-hmm. The one on Brighton Isle.
Yeah.
Hello, Roxanne. This is Laura. I met a man down here by the name of Philippe, but he's in some kind of trouble, and now so am I. Oh, Roxanne, I've never been so scared in all my life. Anyway, she's writing an article for Travel World magazine, but she was due back 3 days ago.
Well, maybe she was having such a good time, she decided to stay a little longer.
That's what I thought at first. But then this morning, I played back the phone messages on her answering machine, and there was a call on it from Laura.
She left a message for herself?
No, the message was for you.
Me?
Look, if you don't hear from me, you have to come down to Club 10. I'll leave a coded message that'll explain everything. But it's gonna take your friend Wally, the computer expert, to decipher it. Please, don't tell anyone else. If they find out, my life could be in danger. I just hope this message gets to you in time.
a pretty mean punch. Are you all right?
Yeah. Well, looks like we walked in on a burglary in progress.
This was no routine burglary. Whoever that guy was, he was after the message in Laura's tape. This has got to be connected with her disappearance.
Let's play this at headquarters. I'm sure Jack and the captain will like to hear it too.
If they find out, my life could be in danger. I just hope this message gets to you in time.
Well, I gotta admit, that woman may not actually be in trouble, but she certainly thinks she is.
Captain, how can there be any doubt in your mind? Especially after the break-in we just interrupted.
You said nothing was taken from the apartment.
Not that we could tell. He seemed to be after the tape.
I want you to call the authorities over there and let them handle it.
Captain, I've known Laura half my life. I'm not going to stand by and let someone else try to figure out what happened to her. I'm going to go down to Club 10 myself.
Who am I going to send as your backup? I can't spare a single soul here to go with you.
Laura said I need Wally to decipher the message.
Nebuchadnezzar. Whatever. Gone for a week. You have some vacation time coming, haven't you?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Good. Go with Roxanne and you'll do some investigating.
Thank you, Captain. I think.
You sure you want Wally away for that long, right?
Just have to get along without him.
The Club 10 computer was more than accommodating. I just had to provide a financial statement that was sufficiently impressive. Here are our reservations now.
Otto J. Mann? Why are they in your name?
The computer told me Club 10 takes its name very seriously. Admission is granted only to those with a 10 rating in looks as well as finances.
Wait a minute. Are you saying they wouldn't let me in?
They claim they won't even make an exception for a 9. I made the only logical choice. I hope you don't mind. You're going as my valet.
Your what?
Oh, don't worry. Cursor will do my packing.
Now, wait 1 minute. I have no intention of being anyone's servant. Understood?
Understood.
If we don't recover those diamonds within 72 hours, we could all end up paying for it with our lives.
We'll find them.
Good morning.
Unless they find them first.
What are you talking about?
Those people checking in. The ones I ran into while I was searching the girl's apartment.
Yes, I know. Here. Wait.
Well, what are you going to do about them?
Why be in a hurry? Obviously, they're looking for the same thing we are. Just because we couldn't find the message the girl left doesn't mean they won't.
Is everything all right, Walter?
Why not let them lead us to the diamonds? And then I'll deal with them.
Another moment, you are on my mind, taking up my time throughout the day. I try controlling images, always you and me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, now I know why they call this place Club 10.
Wally, put your eyeballs back in their sockets and remember why we're here.
Okay.
Has anybody seen Cursor? Cursor, come over here.
What were you doing in that sauna?
No, I would not believe you were changing into your bathing suit. Behave yourself.
Terrific, Otto.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm Club 10's recreation director. You are...
My name is Otto. This is Roxanne. This is Walter, my valet.
Oh, yes, from Los Angeles. We've been expecting you. Come, let me show you to your rooms.
Here you go. Please.
So tell me, how did you decide to come to Club 10? A friend of mine recommended it. Perhaps you know her. Laura Ferguson? Yes, the writer.
She's here?
No, she's away on a cruise right now, but she should be back in a day or so.
A cruise?
Yes, she met a very charming Frenchman, and they went off together. These romances bloom so quickly here. It's the climate.
Must be.
Well, this is it. As a matter of fact, your rooms happen to be right next door to Miss Ferguson's. I hope you enjoy yourselves while you're here. If there's anything that I can do, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you. Thanks.
Anything at all. Ciao.
Oh, no, thank you. We've eaten.
You two, but I don't buy that story about Laura being away on a cruise.
The woman was obviously lying.
How do you know that?
The first time she touched me, her blood pressure was 120/70. The second time it was 160/90. She was very nervous about something.
Walking lie detector. Otto, you're amazing.
So that's one person we have to watch out for.
No, that's two.
Who else?
That guy in the tan jogging suit?
What guy?
The one that followed us from the pool.
Walter, you're pretty amazing yourself.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Amazing, how are we going to get into Laura's room without a key?
Well, that's easy. I'll let you in.
He really is amazing.
Reach.
Philippe, what are you doing? It hurts.
It's nothing compared with what we'll feel if we don't get free. Now pull. Pull up.
Having an interesting conversation?
Not really.
If I were you, I'd try praying. How can I figure out a clue I can't even find? I don't even know what we're looking for.
It's got to be in this article she was working on.
Well, I've been through it twice. And if there's a clue here, I don't see it.
Perhaps this will help.
What's that?
Her notes for the article. It's a diary. Everywhere she went, everything she ate, it's all right here.
Maybe if we use the diary, retrace her steps, go everywhere she went, do everything she did, we'll find the clue.
An excellent suggestion, Walter. I'll get started on the legwork right away. Let's see. We'll start with breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Big one's leaving. He's got the diary.
Well, what about the other two?
They're still inside. I'm following the big one.
Why don't you stay with the others and I'll pick him up?
All right, you got it.
Maybe it's not in the room. All she said was come to Club 10. I think I'll do a little snooping. Seeing as how we're not doing too well finding the message, maybe I can find Laura. Someone must have seen her leave. If she left at all.
I'll go over her article again. I mean, maybe there's something so obvious we're just not seeing it.
You're a policeman.
Yes, I see you are as well.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know.
So I gathered.
All I know is that you were tailing me.
Actually, I've been tailing the man who was tailing you.
What man?
Come, Officer Nebiger. Your department and my department. We must have mutual cooperation.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Then you will tell me why you're here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm on vacation.
Oh, please. Don't insult my intelligence. We want Roger Crandall as badly as you do. We have reason to believe he's using Club 10 as a front. Diamond smuggling can have a very adverse effect on our tourism.
Diamonds? Look, Mercer,
Inspector Mercer.
Inspector Mercer. I swear, I didn't know anything about smuggling diamonds.
Because you're here on vacation.
No, I'm not.
Good. Maybe now we can get somewhere.
Will that be all? Let's see. Chateaubriand, a chocolate mousse and coffee. You'd be so good as to bring me 17 cups of coffee.
17.
Oh, and double espresso.
Double espresso.
May I join you?
Be my guest. Are you hungry?
No, but you certainly appear to be.
Well, actually, I'm trying to cram 7 days of vacation into one. It's time to tango. Shall we?
The girl's leaving. I said the girl's leaving. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's the matter? You been running?
No, not exactly. Dancing.
What? Where's the big guy?
He's going windsurfing, swimming, and horseback riding.
And tomorrow he's going to play 2 sets of tennis, a little volleyball, and 18 holes of golf.
I'm telling you, the guy never gets tired.
Well, he may not be getting tired, but I am. I'm getting those diamonds back no matter what it takes.
Shh. When I tell you to, scream. No. It's not bad. This is a par 5. If you're going to get any distance, you have to follow through.
Silly me, I thought the object was to hit the ball as hard as I could.
No.
Nice shot. Can we talk? Nice shot. 525 yards. Nice shot.
I believe I'm on the green in 1. I'll see you there.
Come on, Mr. Nicholas.
He may be the club pro, but he was following me. I figured the best defense was an offense. I challenged him to a grudge match.
We find out anything?
I overheard him on a walkie-talkie checking in with a man named Crandall.
Mercer was right.
Miss Crandall must be hoping we'll find those diamonds Mercer told you about.
That could take forever. Unless...
Unless what?
Why don't we act like we already found the message, and we have the diamonds?
Oh, then they'll come after us.
Right.
And lead us to Laura.
Walter, you continue to amaze me.
We've got to celebrate. Throw money around. Convince them that we've got the diamonds.
Yeah, but how? I mean, we don't have that much money.
I believe I can remedy that situation. Your putt. You will tell me if I'm doing this right.
He's got a nice touch, doesn't he?
Lucky shot.
You shouldn't have killed him, Crandall.
I did what we should have done the moment he said he wanted out.
Look, when we signed on to do this thing, it was to smuggle jewels, not to kill. We're not murderers.
You are now.
Look, Otto, maybe this isn't such a good idea. We're only going to borrow the money. Okay. Just promise me you'll pay it back.
Walter, you should know I'm completely honest. You wrote the owner's manual. Hello, this is Automan.
Hello, Automan. What can I do for you?
It seems my friends and I have found ourselves without cash reserves, and I was wondering if you could arrange a small loan for us.
My pleasure, Automan.
This is crazy. Guys, somebody is going to see us. Wally, it is all over the floor.
That'll do.
I can't believe what I just saw. You just asked that machine to loan you money, and it did.
What do you expect from an automatic teller?
It's your buddy Nebish. It's a teletype from Inspector Mercer of the Brighton Isle Police Department. He's just a little bit miffed at your pal Nebish.
Despite his promise to cooperate, he's continuing to conduct an independent investigation which may well conflict with our own efforts of stuff.
This is your fault, Curtis. I never should have let you talk me into letting him go.
Oh, come on, Captain. It was your idea.
Don't you contradict me. This could turn into an international incident. I want you to take the first plane over there, bring him back here before he trips over a gun and hurts somebody.
To make. My employer, Mr. Mann, has to leave unexpectedly tomorrow morning, and well, this is his way of saying thank you.
That's right. And the champagne's on us, along with everyone's dinner tonight.
Take it easy on the money, will you?
Certainly are a generous man.
Well, women as lovely as you are deserve something more.
What did you have in mind? What is it?
About 12 carats. I understand they're a girl's best friend.
They are. Next to you.
There you are. Come on, let's dance.
Is that really your valet?
His night off.
Thanks to the diamond, Mr.
Man. Automan.
Look, I'm telling you, he gave each one of the girls a diamond.
And they're throwing a party?
They're spending money like he was going out of style.
Well, I don't know how, but they must have found those diamonds. Search their rooms.
Okay.
Thanks very much. Seems all this dancing and partying has depleted my power circuits. I'm afraid I'll have to leave you for a while.
Well, before you res out on me, have you seen Roxanne?
Wished I could help you find her, but I'm just not myself right now.
We meet again. Mercer, what happened?
I was hoping you could tell me. Officer Nepica, you are under arrest for murder.
Mercer, you gotta believe me. I swear, I never saw that guy before in my life. Look, somebody knocked me out. The next thing I knew, I was lying on the golf course.
With the murder weapon in your hand.
Well, I know it sounds crazy, but would I make up a story that's stupid if it wasn't true?
You do have a point.
Well, then why are you locking me up?
We are trying to prevent another murder. Yours?
Consider this protective custody. No, wait, Mercer, come back!
Useless to argue.
But, I'm innocent.
So was I.
Miss Ferguson, time is running out. Consequently, so is yours.
You kill me, you'll never find those diamonds.
I may be dead myself tonight if I don't come up with those diamonds. Let's see how brave you are when someone else's life is at stake. Jerry? About time. Where have you been?
Actually, the generator I found was quite stimulating.
Listen, we can't waste any more time. You gotta get me out of here.
Break out of jail? Walter, you designed me to fight crime, not engage in it.
Otto, get me out of here!
All right, don't make a scene.
Otto, now, please.
All right, you know the procedure. Cursor, the auto car.
Look, a lot's happened. There's been a murder. Roxanne might be in danger.
I'll get us back to the resort as fast as I can.
No, I just escaped from jail. I don't want to draw any more attention. Step on it. I'll see if Roxanne's in the room. You go to the front desk and see if she left us a message. Park it for you, sir?
That won't be necessary. Cursor?
Otto, I think you should send for your tailor.
You're right, Walter. Cursor?
Very nice.
Thank you, Walter. I'll check for a message from Roxanne at the front desk.
It's you.
Yeah, obviously you're expecting somebody else, huh?
What? Well, what are you doing here?
Well, the captain thought you might be in just a little bit over your head.
Walter? Walter?
I'm here.
You'll never guess who's here at Club 10. Oh, I see you've already found it.
You remember Agent Mann from Washington?
Yeah, sure, of course. It's getting to be a habit, isn't it? Now, don't tell me they got you working missing persons, too.
When it involves international diamond smuggling, yes.
Diamonds? What diamonds?
Look, I'll explain everything later. First, we've got to find Roxanne. We haven't seen her since last night. Come on, Otto.
Wally, maybe you better leave a message in case she comes back here.
Good idea. Wait a minute.
What is it?
This is the page that was in the typewriter when we first came in. Take a look at the last line.
Right. Guests will find that even the most trivial requests are accommodated by Club 10 personnel. So?
No asterisks.
I beg your pardon?
Would you mind explaining that to me, too?
Take a look at the ribbon here. The last characters typed in are a row of asterisks. She's a writer. She left a coded message on the ribbon.
You're right, Walter. She must have typed something else and then put this sheet back in the typewriter.
All we have to do is look at the imprint left on the ribbon. The letters will be out of sequence. They don't read across. They have to be read vertically in rows of 3.
You forget, Walter, I'm fluent in IBM.
I'm going to ask you just one more time. Where are the diamonds?
Don't tell them, Laura. It's the only thing that's keeping you alive.
That may be so. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for you.
No, don't kill her.
Only you can stop it. You've got 3 seconds. 1, 2.
No! I'll tell you.
Where are they?
They're in the dining hall.
Where in the dining hall?
They're in the bottom of the aquarium. The dining hall closes in 20 minutes. We can get them then.
What'll we do with them? Until you take them to the other side of the island.
There's nothing there but sheer cliffs.
Exactly.
TOHQRM and another row of asterisks.
Somebody please translate.
Just one moment. I'll have it. The diamonds are in the dining hall at the bottom of the aquarium. Let's go, Walter.
You beat the computer. What about Roxanne?
No, you two go get the diamonds. I'll see if I can find Roxanne.
Hold it. Stay where you are. Now back up slowly with your hands up.
Don't be fools. We could take these diamonds and leave this island. We could live like millionaires forever.
No deal.
Now tell us where we can find Roxanne and Laura.
The game's over.
Not quite. Drop. You two have been a thorn in my side ever since you got here. It's gonna be a real pleasure disposing of you.
You're finished, Crandall. We've called the police. They'll be here any minute.
And when they get here, all they'll find are 3 bodies.
3?
I'm sorry, my darling. It's simple mathematics. A one-way split is much neater than a two-way split.
You'll never get away with it.
Of course I will. 2 guns with whose fingerprints on them? Certainly not mine. The police will think you shot each other.
Yeah, but we know that's not true, don't we? Drop it. Don't get cute, just drop it. All right, you two, put your hands on the aquarium. Okay, Wally, I can take it from here. There's no sign of Roxanne.
Don't worry, we'll find her. There she goes.
Roxanne?
She's in that car with another woman.
I didn't see her.
They're on the floor of the back seat.
Don't get us killed.
Walter, what is death but a sleep into forgetting? A transition from one energy state to another. Cosmic inversion.
Just shut up and drive.
Looks like we have company.
It's all me right now.
Don't worry, Walter. We can get a much better view of things from the air. There they are. What we need is a tree in the road. Cursor?
All right, let's go, girls. Come on. All right, that's far enough. Give me your car keys. Come on!
It pulls a little to the left when you hit the brake.
Come on, hurry it up.
I believe everything's under control. I'll take my leave now.
I didn't know what to do with them, so I put them in here. It's almost impossible to see diamonds when they're immersed in water.
Smart girl.
Now, if I was smart, I never would have fallen for Philippe. I still can't believe he was a part of all those people. And now he's gone.
Laura, Crandall and his friends fooled a lot of people. And it was a pretty neat scheme, too. They used the rich clientele of Club 10 to unknowingly do the smuggling for them. But how?
They had them carry tennis rackets, golf clubs, tennis balls, that sort of thing. They got them to carry sports equipment full of diamonds through customs at airports all over the world, and then rip them off at the other end.
And according to Inspector Mercer, they'll all be senior citizens by the time they get out of jail.
Oh, Wally, in the spirit of police cooperation, he has decided to drop all charges against you.
Ah, you know that Mercer, he wasn't such a bad guy.
Provided you're off the island by noon tomorrow.
Well, I guess that about wraps it up. Hey, what do you say we get those diamonds out of the tank, huh?
You know, Laura, I gotta hand it to you. I mean, that really was a smart place to hide those diamonds. I mean, only an idiot would stick his arm in a tank full of piranha.
Piranha?
Automan's all programmed in to reappear on Bravo's screens next Tuesday at 6:30. And coming next, B-movie madness and mayhem as Donovan's brain goes loopy.
This week, Hasbro's Hungry Hungry Hippos. The hippos that munch marbles, only $8.97. Knickerbocker's Dolly Pops Pop Town. It's all-day fun, just $12.87. Computer Command from LJN. Program a 1980 Corvette and watch it go, only $29.97. And as Peter Panda says, it's so nice to know that prices are low and shopping is friendly and fun.
Child world, everything I do is so shady.
We're slashing prices now at Circuit City's Price Slasher Sale. Save on great brands like this GE 19-inch color TV with remote control. Its price is slashed to just $248. Now through Sunday, this Panasonic beeperless remote telephone answering machine, only $64. We're slashing prices now through Sunday. Circuit City, the intelligent choice.
I'm not gonna lie. This right here is one of my favorite all-time ads from any comic book ever. It's the are you too skinny? It's skinny, self-conscious, gain pounds, inches, and confidence. That would go nowhere nowadays. They'd be like, "Who wants to get fat?" I'm like, dude. Nobody likes super skinny women. No. I'm sure there are people out there that do. We had this discussion the other day. I was like, I had a crush on Jennifer Connelly. Then she did the movie Battle Angel Alita. She lost a ton of weight. She got really gaunt in the face, and I don't think she's looked right since. I go back to, yes, I know she was young, whatever. Go back to the Dark City days or the Rocketeer days, if you really want to go back to career opportunities. I almost want to say my only ever for like the longest time, she was one of my only like age appropriate crushes. I had a crush on Carrie Fisher and Pam Grier and Linda Carter when I was young. But, those were adult women. And I was like 8. And, Jennifer Connelly came around when I was like 12. And Phenomenon. And then Labyrinth. And then it just stayed until like 2019. And then we got that abomination that it is Battle Angel Alita. I don't know. You can like Battle Angel Alita. I did not think that movie was good. I'm not good. Me and the Joe, just weren't fans. So, as I ramble on, but so we're gonna go past that. That's it. We're done. No more Automan. No more Manimal. Kaput. Next week will be a whole at least two shows that have either A, showed a long time ago, I ain't finished, or 2 new shows or a movie. Don't know yet. I'm still working on it because that's what I do. So we're gonna keep on going. We're going over to another woman. I I got crushes really easy when I was a kid, man. That's what happens when you're a latchkey kid. And, yeah. Friday 13th, the series. Roby. Phew. I had a crush. Can't help it. Still. I was so disappointed. She was supposed to be at a horror convention I went to, and she bailed. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to go. I had fun. I still went, but still part of my brain was like, oh, man. Really? Yeah, it's like when, there's big guests that I've went to cons and really been disappointed that they bailed and stuff, but she might have been the worst because, man, 13-year-old Paul was like really pumped to meet her. And 48-year-old Paul did not. So this is legit one of my favorite episodes. We got the two of my favorite 3 episodes so far. You got the comic book episode, you got the Halloween episode. Now we're bringing you the Scarecrow episode. As someone who loves Scarecrow horror movies, even if they're horrible, I still like them. I don't know. It's like Bigfoot movies, man. I can't get enough of them. I love them. You got those people who love, like, your vampire movies or your werewolf movies, which I like. Don't get me wrong. I love a good werewolf movie. Scarecrow movies, and Bigfoot movies. I would watch every one of them I could find. I have a ton of them. 90% of them are horrible. But it's that 10%, that glistening 10%. That are good. Well, I say 8% that are good. Then you get that really good top 2% that are great. And you never get like a phenomenal, outside the movie Scarecrows, which I absolutely love, and I think it's a great movie, and it's really creepy, and I like it. That might be the only Scarecrow movie that I think is like a perfect Scarecrow movie. Bigfoot movies. Oh, God, there's so many good ones, and there's so many bad ones. And I don't really care how bad they are. I like, what is it, Night of the Demon. It's a Sasquatch Bigfoot movie, but it's really weird. And yeah, check it out. I don't want to spoil it for you. Maybe we'll do that one. Maybe I'll see if I can get Night of the Demon on the show next week. We'll try, maybe. But here you guys go. This is Friday the 13th, episode 11, The Scarecrow. Enjoy.
Oh, hello. I would like to exchange this, please.
Okay, reason, sir?
Well, it's just too plain.
This happens a lot.
Oh, a Nestle Crunch. Oh, now that's more like it.
Yeah, next?
Okay.
Nestle Crunch. It's just more fun to munch.
Welcome to the Edge, brother. The place where mushrooms live at their own risk. Where the toppings meet the tongue and outer crust has been abolished. The Edge from Pizza Hut. Where there's no outer crust and no inner longing. Where the toppings roam free and the taste runs deep. It's the Edge Pizza, and you're just $8.99 away from 16 pieces of pure, pulchritudinous toppings. Come on, have you been to the Edge?
Sundays.
Well, that certainly didn't age well. Boom. Show them your heels. O.J. Simpson trying to hawk sports-built tennis shoes. I just think it's amazing, man. O.J. Simpson lived just long enough to see the murderer of his ex-wife die. I don't know. If you can't make fun of O.J., who can you make fun of? Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed Friday the 13th, the series, because we're keeping it horror-based with some Dracula. That's right, Dracula. And, a lot of people say they don't remember this. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. I don't know if it aired when it was originally on, like in 90, locally. I did not see this till I was out of the house. So this had to be 94 or 95 in my first apartment. And it was on opposite Vampires. And I was literally on at like 5 in the morning. I would be getting up to go to work and this would still be on. So I know it had to have been really hard to see in some markets, just for the amount of fact is that it was not on everywhere. And I didn't see it till it was in, I guess, syndication, till much, much later. So it doesn't surprise me if you never heard of this show. I knew it existed. I thought it came out in the mid 90s, not the early 90s. So there you go. But this is Dracula, and this is episode 7. And this is What a Pleasant Surprise. Enjoy.
Now watch this, Max. So, Maximilian, what do you think?
I don't know, kind of corny.
Corny? It was magic. The magic of Jonas Carey, the greatest actor of his day. Weren't you frightened when he got hold of the woman like this? And you... Oh!
And doubled over? I don't remember that part. What's wrong?
Oh, it's just one of the nice things about aging, Max. All my life I used to think, if only I could get sudden stabbing back pain more often, how wonderful that would be.
You're kidding.
Yes, Max, I am. Let's go home now, it's late.
Would your back by any chance feel better if we stopped for an ice cream on the way home?
Birdseed for breakfast again, huh?
It's muesli.
It sounds like something that keeps you home from school. You got a sports section?
Mm-hmm. I thought you said you didn't like European sports.
Hey, you have got some great stuff over here. Lawn bowling, women's tennis. I'm addicted.
Good morning, Uncle Gustav. Want some muesli?
No, thank you, Sophie. It tastes like birdseed. I might have that schnitzel in the fridge a little later. Anything in the paper?
Lucard Industries is buying up another building.
Which building is that?
The Sin and Cursal Cafe.
Really? Yeah, Max and I were there just last night. It's extraordinary. He's paid over 20 million marks for the property. It's twice the market value, I'm certain. Oh, well, it's always worthwhile annoying Lucard. I'll go see my friends in City Hall and have the property declared an historic monument. That'll stop him, at least for the moment. Now, if you two don't have any plans... Oh.
Gee, I have all this, gardening to do.
We have a garden?
Yes.
You can get into my files and check that building.
Love to. No, I don't get it. The theater isn't near anything. You can't rebuild it. There's no point in tearing it down. Why would Lucard want it?
I have an idea.
There's trouble.
You guys aren't gonna find out anything by just sitting here. I'll be back.
I don't know what's worse. If he comes back or if he doesn't.
My people will take care of the details. And speaking of details, Mr. Mayor, about the theater zoning, I've heard that Gustav Helsing is kicking up a fuss about the demolition. It's taken care of already. I knew I could count on you, Mr. Mayor. My sincere thanks. Democracy. The worst political system in the world. Except for all the others.
Fellow serving. Love.
Well, this is certainly a hive of activity.
We tried, Uncle Gustav. We couldn't find anything.
You know, I have been in Europe too long. I'm actually getting into this woman's tennis.
Well, I had a terrible day. Lucard seems to have added City Hall to his holdings. They laughed at me when I tried to get the theater declared a landmark. Laughed at me, the man who preserved King Adalbert's grave. You'd think that would mean something.
Yeah.
I think you were right, Sophie. There is nothing strange in the records about that theater. It must have some private meaning to Lucard. That's why he'll pay anything to get it. Well, I'm going over there to search it myself.
Is that safe?
There's an hour of daylight left. I'm taking every precaution in case I'm delayed. Something's afoot. Stay right in this house, will you?
Yes.
I'm not leaving. Monica's winning in straight sets. Just mess with that lot.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Max Townsend, fearless vampire hunter, does it again.
Wait until the set's over, okay?
I figured out how to solve the mystery of the theater. Look. I figured that the clue might be so small, see, that it'd take us forever to figure it out on our own. But tons of other people might know it already. So I placed this ad.
15, fellow to serve.
Would anyone who knows anything about the sale and demolition of the Cine Cursal Cafe please come to the Helsing house this evening? Ask for Max.
Monica.
He's the really cool guy.
Don't worry about it. It was a pretty good idea. It won't work, but...
Are you insane? What's wrong with you?
Max, a quick quiz. How can a vampire get into your house even when you have the crosses to keep him out?
When you invite him. What's with you, Sophie?
When you invite him, right? Max, who bought the theater?
Lucard.
Are you saying that Max invited Lucard into our house?
Yes.
Stakes and crosses and holy water.
And everything else you can think of.
Work!
The sun's going down right now. Where's Uncle Gustav?
Jonas Carey, star of the silver screen, idol to millions, he of the grand entrance, at your service.
Guys, I swear, I promise this is the very last stupid thing I'll ever do.
Tim. What are you doing?
I'll buy us some time. You guys run back. I'm gonna hold him up. I'm gonna sing to this and I'm gonna face the music. He's gonna come up here, hold this cross up, open the door, and gonna say, ah! Mom! What a pleasant surprise.
Mrs. Townsend.
Oh my God. Jonas Carey.
You know me?
Know you? I've seen the vampire's tomb 27 times.
Really? Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful to be remembered! To know that one is not among those other shades, huddled on the distant shores of memory. Wait a minute. This is the 1990s, isn't it? Thank God. Thought I'd overslept.
Overslept? But you've been dead for over 60 years.
Dead? Of course I've been dead.
Mom, it's great to see ya. We really weren't expecting you.
Well, I had to come mind my own business, so I thought I'd surprise you.
Yeah, you did that.
So sit down.
So,
we'll be right back, right?
Yeah.
Back. We gotta get her out of here.
Well, let's just tell her the truth. She'd never believe it. She's gonna believe it when Dracula comes stealing through that front door.
Which could be any minute.
Which is why we have to get out of here.
what are you three plotting out there?
Nothing.
Sip.
Plotting.
What finer a way to make a comeback than the man who thrilled the world in The Phantom of Venice? It's a personal favorite of mine, 1926.
27.
7. Returns to the land of the living as a full-fledged vampire himself. Oh, the press will go wild. And I will once again reign as the king of horror. I and my most particular thirst, which I seem to have acquired.
Stop being so silly. You don't have to try and entertain me. I came here just to be with you. So, where's Gustav?
He's at the, movies. Movies, right.
Look upon the face of fear. The insatiable need of the undead to tap the living essence from their helpless prey. The pure horror of it all is magnificently conveyed by Jonas Carey in this artistic triumph. New York Times, 1926.
Well, they were right.
And now, life imitates art. Damnation. It's no good. Can't do it.
You can't?
It's something I always tried to conceal. It would have ruined me if it got out. It's gonna ruin me now. Me, the big vampire, master of horror.
You're unsuited for the life?
Completely. I despise violence. Can't stand the sight of blood.
But you're a real vampire now.
Don't you think I've noticed? I'm tortured by the irony. No idea. The thirst for blood is overpowering. The need, never ending. But I just can't bring myself to do it.
And you know what Milan is like. Guys, there's somebody at the door.
I didn't hear anyone knocking.
Well, I certainly did. I wonder who it could be.
I don't.
Hello. Do you like to buy a raffle ticket? It's so I can go to summer camp, and you can win a trip to Milan, okay?
So now you know the awful truth. The greatest horror star of his time is a failure as a real monster.
Well, that takes nothing away from what you did on the screen. Now that was art.
Yes,
It was, wasn't it? Did you really see the vampire's tomb 27 times?
Oh, yes. It was your finest hour.
And my last hurrah. You see, I had a fight with the studio bosses. Huge fight. So when sound came in, they started making excuses. They said I'd never make it. That I had no voice. Wasn't true. But I knew they'd ruin me. I'd be a has-been forgotten.
Forgotten? Never. You will be remembered as long as movies are watched. You will always be the master of horror.
But I didn't know that then. One night I met a vampire. A real vampire. He said that he could make me truly supernatural. One of the undead. Now, I was always known for my makeup and my many faces. But I would become capable of transformations that could never be matched. I would be the greatest star of all. But he didn't tell me the one awful truth of his deception.
Vampires cannot be photographed.
You know. I didn't know.
If you guys don't feel like talking, then I suggest we all just go upstairs to bed.
No, that would be even worse.
What?
Let's talk.
Yeah, I sure could use an old-fashioned chinwag.
So I swore revenge on the vampire that condemned me to this life. But he was too powerful for me then. So I retreated to this theater because I felt at home here. But he cursed the place, sealing me below for 60 years. But now I am back. My power has grown with the passing decades, and I am ready to avenge myself.
That's why Lucard bought this theater. It was he who sealed you in here. Now with the curse worn off, he wants to destroy it. To rob you of your power base, your resting place.
Helsing, your powers of deduction never cease to impress me ever so slightly.
You!
Ah, the old ham.
Have a nice nap. Very nice, thank you. Fueled by sweet dreams of vengeance.
It would have been so much easier to bulldoze this place. I hadn't counted on Helsing rousing you a little early. You do get in the way.
Come. Dracula, we will settle this once and for all.
Spare me the melodramatic proclamations. Let's just have done with it.
Thank you. That was most kind.
He is a monster.
Yes, of a nature I thought only existed in the imagination. How wrong I was. I was meant to be a gentler monster. Creature to dream of, perhaps, but never to meet. I longed to live forever, but I had no idea it came with such an irrepressible thirst. I'll settle for immortality on the screen, I think.
No!
Hi.
Ah!
How's your back?
Much better. Took me forever to hobble home last night.
Sorry we couldn't help, but Mom...
I talked to her this morning before she left for work.
Yeah, we're just lucky Lucar didn't take Max up on his open invitation.
Why didn't he?
When he saw the ad, he knew somebody was interested in his plan for the theater. He didn't want to take a chance of anyone helping Jonas Carey get his vengeance.
Still, it's not like Lucard to miss a chance to invade our home, even afterwards.
So he blew it.
Or he has something much worse in mind.
Worse? What could be worse?
Well, if the main points are settled, let me offer you lunch. We can discuss the details in a more civilized atmosphere.
That sounds lovely. You know, I'd always heard you were a hard bargainer, and yet you couldn't have made this deal any easier for me.
Believe me, Eileen, this is a deal I want to do. There's something in it for both of us.
Taco Bell introduces fajita wraps, a different taste from a whole new place.
Cut it up, spice it up, grill it up, wrap it up, mix it up, fire it up, fill it up, tear it up, wrap it up.
Sink your teeth in the Taco Bell fajita wraps. Marinated grilled steak or chicken and roasted fresh veggies, all wrapped up and ready to rumba.
There's nothing ordinary about it. Wrap it up.
We're back! Bachelor number 3, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm thin, my screen is really sharp, I play all the Game Boy games, and of course, I'm silver.
Oh, I picked number 3! I picked number 3!
Well, there you have it!
New Game Boy Pocket.
So the other day, I bought a bunch of laser discs. For those who do not know what a laser disc is a giant, record-sized, essentially DVD. Look at that. And, crap. This, ironically enough, is one of the first laser discs I ever owned. Not this actual copy, but I bought a copy of The Crow on Laserdisc because I wanted it so bad and I wanted an actual copy so I could just watch it whenever I wanted to. If you bought the VHS tape, it was like $129.99. If you bought the Laserdisc, it was like, I think I paid $30, so like $29.99. I took it over to my buddy Mark's house, and I immediately recorded it from the Laserdisc to a VHS tape so I could have it immediately. And then Mark never gave me back my Laserdisc. And so, yeah, now I got one back. Now I have The Crow and The Crow 2 on Laserdisc, along with. I spent a lot of money and I bought some really cool stuff. I have all 3 RoboCop movies on Laserdisc, and I have a bunch of the Planet of the Apes on Laserdisc, man, on Laserdisc. I gotta keep going through theirs because I bought a huge collection and I've kept like 200 of them, and 200 of them is 5 crates full. Because that's what I do. I'm the physical media guy. We all know it. This is where we're at on physical media. Is you cannot see this. There's literally a stack of laser discs, 3 high and 2 high. So, and so I want to say hello to Waylon from Way Out Toys, and to say thank you so much for my hot rod. That is right. I love that car, and it's awesome. We got to hang out and talk forever today. It was a super fun time, man. Waylon's a good dude, and like I'll tell everybody, if I'm there to shop, man, you want to come and feel free to come visit me. You come visit me. We will talk and talk about dumb stuff the entire day. And so I'm going to do this on this show, and I'll probably do it again tomorrow on the show. I told you all I would tell you the one. I got 2 Rob Liefeld stories. I will tell you the first one here tonight, and I'll tell you the additional one tomorrow. So, a few years back, Valiant was rebooting all their all their comic books. Not Valiant, Dynamite had bought all the classic Gold Key characters that Valiant had. So, not Harbinger, not Exo Man of War, not any of that stuff, but your Magnus Robot Fighter, Solar Man of the Atom, Turok, and I can't think of the other one. But they had all these. Rob Liefeld drew a picture of Turok in the weirdest pose ever. He's like firing an arrow down at like a weird angle, and it's like all he would have had to do is Google like bow and arrow, and he would actually had shown how people how to bow and arrow. But he's like this, and people were dogging on him. And this was legit on Facebook, somebody else's Facebook post. I put, hey, sometimes you just do it for the paycheck. You're calling it in. You're at work. You don't want to be there. You just knock one out and you go about your day. And I thought, yeah, I'm back. I'm actually trying to be like, oh, not everybody brings their A game. Rob Liefeld pops up. And he's like, I put everything in every drawing I've ever done, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, one thing, dude. I'm actually trying to tell people why you did a bad piece of artwork. You might have just had a bad day. And I'm like trying to be cool about it. And I'm like, dude, I was like, I'm not saying that you're... And he goes, I'm just saying not everybody brings their A game every day. He proceeds to be like, angry, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude... And I started posting pictures. I'm like, dude, you can't tell me that Captain America with him all bloated out, that's your A game. You can't do the cover to Major X where Beast has 2 of the same feet is bringing your A game. I was like, just admit it. Some days you don't want to be at work. I own my own store, and guess what? There are days I don't want to be there. I want to be doing other things. I want to spend time with my wife and my kids. I want to go hang out with my buddies. But you know what? I'm a business owner. So, you got to do what you got to do. And the cat upset the dog over there for some reason. But I told him, I was like, whatever. And he was like, whatever, dude. I'm just trying to tell you. Sometimes you don't bring your A game. And this was on a dude's page. Another, not me, somebody else's Facebook post. And it went on forever. Us back and forth. I think Peter David even chimed in on at a certain point. It got crazy. But that's one of the times. That's years later. I will tell you how. Because of Guar, Rob Liefeld kicked me out of a comic book convention. Coming tomorrow on tomorrow's Saturday Morning Serials. So we're getting a little reports. People don't want me to do repeats, and I'll try to avoid that if at all possible. But I still want to read letters on the air. I want you guys to send me physical letters. I guess you can send me emails. You can send me at Are You Game? If you want to send me an email to read, I will print it off and read it. But I'd actually love to get me a real paper letter in the mail, and I will read it live on the air if you want me to too. And I want to do that so bad. That's something I should have been doing way back when. And now that I keep watching, I'm like, wow, why did I not do this earlier? This just looks like fun. So, yet again, send your letters, your mail, your correspondence to Saturday Morning, or the Captain, aka Paul, to 124 North Sunset Drive, Piqua, Ohio, 45356. I will get them, I will read them, and then I'll read them live on the air. And also, if you want to put it on the letter, tell me you don't want me to read it until I get here in the studio, and then I'll open it and then I'll read it without checking out anything. If I'm reading it, I'm like, yeah, nope. Yep, nope. That's too profane. Oh, Maria wants me to do what? No. So, yet again, Mondays, Group Therapy TV. Thursdays, Talk and Roll. Fridays, Sci Fridays. Saturday Morning Serials. And working title now, with the help of Waylon, for our upcoming show on Wednesdays afternoons. The Captain and the Latchkey Kids. Maybe the Latchkey Kids. Because we all grew up. We all came home from school. Unlocked the door. Went inside. Our parents were all at work, man. We got the house to ourselves. We had to do our homework, watch cartoons, and probably make ourselves dinner until our parents got home. I know I did. And do you guys like the idea of the Latchkey Kids being in that? Because I'm working on it. And I want to do something cool and something fun for you on Wednesdays. So I want you guys all to take care. And I will see you all there. Captain out.